In this episode of Mighty Car Mods, we are racing a V8 supercar.
Welcome to a special episode of Mighty Car Mods. I am going to tick off a bucket list thing from my life, which is I'm going to chop that thing in a Daihatsu.
Wow, Martin, it's pretty exciting times. We've built a lot of rubbish cars over the years, and so we thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to see how rubbish they go against a car
Rubbish.
that is, what?
Good, how good they go. Dude, our cars are going to chop that thing. They're slow. That's made for corners. This is a drag strip, dude.
Yeah,
we are going to smash that V8 supercar back into the... When did they start V8 supercars? I don't know, ages ago.
A long time ago. But we have brought some of our favourite, crappiest Mighty Car Mods cars down here to the drag strip, and we're going to be battling Chaz over here. So Chaz Mostert, world famous race car driver extraordinaire. We've got the super cheap auto V8 supercar, and we're about to smash it, which is it's going to be awesome because this is going to be our proof of concept. If we can get a Daihatsu smashing that car down the drag strip,
Daihatsu should go in V8 supercars.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
we're going to get minis back there as well.
Well, they chopped everything, so...
It's going to be absolutely extravagant. It's going to be amazing. So let's hit the strip. Good luck, Chaz. Good luck to you guys too. Good luck, man. No worries, yeah. And we'll wait for you down the other end.
Daihatsu life, my friend.
So when you get down the other end, you'll know where it finishes because we'll be waiting in the Daihatsu and the Mini. Cool. We'll see you down there, man. He's screwed, man.
he's
Poor bloke.
Smashed, dude.
He's going to get chopped so hard.
Yeah, I'm Chaz Mostert, supercar driver for Super Cheap Auto.
Chaz Mostert is an Australian racing legend and Bathurst champion. Yep, the dude knows how to drive. And this is his Ford Falcon supercar, running a Tickford Racing 5-litre V8 engine on E85, which cranks out over 600 horsepower. It's got a 111-litre fuel tank and weighs just over 1.4 tonnes, with a top speed of over 300 kilometres an hour. And to get there, it'll smash out the 0 to 100 kilometres in just 3.5 seconds. But is that going to be enough to go head-to-head with some of the finest vehicles from the Mighty Car Mods garage?
So I heard about 2 days ago that I'm going to be racing some absolute boxes, and you know, to be honest, it's a bit of a waste of my time. But you know, look, anytime you put a suit on and a helmet, I'm glad to do it. Well, on our drag strip, I actually have zero experience, but getting off the line supercar, every race we have to standing start. So, you know, I think I've got good experience. Normally I'm looking for turn one, but here there's no turn one, so how hard could it be?
How hard could it be? Mate, you're about to be dominated by sheer and brutal Daihatsu power. It's time to introduce you to our first challenger in the form of our four-wheel drive Turbo JDM Miura. For just a few $100, we found this car at the back of a car yard in country Japan and pretty soon realised it was the best thing ever. We took it to a local workshop for some quick mods and then entered a drift event which we didn't win. But it was too good to scrap, so we shipped it all the way back to Australia in 2 boxes and then painstakingly reassembled it with an Australian shell. The four-wheel drive system meant we needed to stitch in a whole new floor pan. But with that epic task complete, we now have an all-wheel drive Turbo Miura with an enormous 35 kilowatts at the wheels, and you're about to get chopped.
Obviously a beast here in the background. These Mighty Car Mod guys don't really know what they're talking about with these, what is it, a Shihatsu or a Daihatsu? Some car or something, but never even heard of her.
All right, so this is it. Chaz is getting prep from his coach, something about chopping our car, and Martin's about to get some prep from me. Just chop him, man. And there it is. So this is go time, everybody. It's Daihatsu versus the supercar. And what you're about to see is the first foray of Daihatsu into the competitive art of the supercar series. Let's do this. He's in the left lane, you're in the right lane. And just... Wow, that's loud.
I'm racing a Daihatsu Miura against a V8 supercar. A very cool turbocharged full drive Daihatsu Miura. It's kind of a weird feeling actually being lined up against someone who is a professional racing driver in a proper like 600 plus horsepower car in your street car. Sometimes I realise what we do is kind of weird and kind of cool. Chaz must be getting hot in there. I'll just turn my fan on in my lovely street car. Oh, I feel the cool air. Right, I'm gonna launch it hard too. Today's the day. If the Mira has to sacrifice its gearbox, even though I probably can't get another one, I will do what I have to do. I will launch this thing hard. Here we go. Go Mira. Go Mira, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, all the way through first. Changing it at 8,000 RPM. Go Mira, go Mira, go Mira. Go Mira, go Mira. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, wow. It's really fast.
So the first run is done. I don't know what happened, but we didn't win. The supercar ran an 11.7 quarter mile, and the Daihatsu did 19 seconds. We'll have to chat with Marty and find out what happened, but a disappointing result.
That was tindering.
Oh. I just had so much traction issues.
Yeah, what did we do? 11.7.
11.7. We'll do a low 11, I reckon.
Wheel spin central.
Speaking of wheel spin, next up is our Honda engine swapped VTEC Mini, a one-of-a-kind supercar crushing beast with some serious Bathurst heritage. This is a JDM Mini that we found in Tokyo and imported to Australia. Our first task was squeezing out some more power from the old A-Series engine, and with the help of some mates, we slapped on a supercharger from a BMW Mini and ran it on ethanol, the first in the world to do so. But we wanted more, so we installed a JDM Civic Type R B16B, which tripled the original power output.
Obviously Mini has great heritage around Bathurst, and I think they're an awesome little car. It's probably the one car I probably am scared about that I have to verse today. But then knowing that they have some Honda power under the bonnet as well, it's pretty impressive.
This Mini has the power to weight ratio of an R34 GTR, but it also is in serious need of a new clutch, so I'm not sure how it's going to go today getting power down to the ground.
This is scary. Okay, here we go people. Go Mini!
Into second gear. VTEC. Third gear VTEC. Come on! You just went past me! Oh no! I got smoked! 11.4, 15.6, 15.6 is pretty good. Versus 11.4 is a lot faster, like a lot faster, and 0.3 of a second better than his last run.
There was a bit of clutch slip. There was a bit of tramp off the line, so I put the power on, then had to take it off and then go again.
It's a 15.6, that's pretty good, man. There's definitely a better time in it, but not today, buddy, so it's time for our next challenger. This is Mod Max, a car we built for Mad Max Fury Road. It's an off-road Nissan Silvia that's powered with an LS1 V8. Originally destined for the wreckers, this car started as a crash statutory write-off. Then we did the obvious thing, pilfered an engine from a V8 Holden Commodore to power it. The car was then hacked, slashed and painted with fire until it was ready for the apocalyptic wastelands of Western Sydney. This car is in its element on dirt and mowing down zombie mannequins, but today we're going to mow down a supercar.
Well, for me, Mod Max, it kind of comes back to that kind of last, or seeing actually some of the Super Cheap Auto, the oils campaign that they did was pretty fantastic. So looking forward to going up against the port security. We'll just have to see if we can, flog that security guard today.
Mod Max, the mountains of Japan meet Mount Druitt as the V8 Silvia goes head-to-head with the V8 supercar.
We got V8 versus V8.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think traction's going to be a major issue.
Well, that is an issue with this car, isn't it?
But it's an issue for Chaz as well. Warming up my tyres, my mud tyres. Completely inappropriate for this kind of racing. Here we go.
No idea what's going to happen. Yes, go Oh my God, that's so much fun.
You got totally chopped, but you got 12.9.
12.9's impressive.
It really shows you the difference between drag and track, because we've had the Mini out on the track with this, and the Mini's quicker.
Smashed it, yeah.
But in a straight line, this is faster.
Yeah.
Our next challenger is the infamous Ford Focus RS, a 350 horsepower all-wheel drive turbo hatchback that's capable of the 0 to 100 km/h sprint in a bit over 4 seconds, with all the digital wizardry you need to help you get there. We travelled to the Ford plant in Germany to work on this car ourselves as it made its way through the production line. From the hand-assembled bumpers through to the Recaro seats, Brembo brakes, huge front-mount intercooler and performance exhaust, this car is made for the track. It's got a super fancy all-wheel drive system controlled by the ECU, which can send bucket loads of power to the rear wheels, which lets you drift and do epic skids.
Yeah, the Focus RS I actually do a bit of racing in the production series with, and obviously being a Ford supercar, it's in the Ford family, so I have a lot of respect for that car. Even though it's got the launch control and all that, I believe, you know, it should come down to the driver to do all that. So, you know, we'll see how good my right foot is.
So today it's Ford Super Hatch versus Ford Supercar.
At least we're going to have some traction this time, Martin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go full
You're going to
launch control,
You're going to use launch control?
all-wheel drive.
The thing is, this car's going to be more predictable than anything else.
Yeah.
Like other cars like Mod Max, I guess are surprising in a way, but this, you can look up on the internet how fast this is. You just have to like appease the internet and do the internet time.
Yeah.
No
I don't know
pressure.
what the internet time is. You'll have to tell me when we get back.
I think it's in the 13s.
Is it?
I think.
Okay. I think I'm chopped. I'm redlining every gear. That's 180 kilometers an hour.
You got a 13.5. 13.5. Pretty much bang in the middle of the 13s, which is what we expected. Not nearly fast enough to beat a V8 supercar.
That's a pretty good time for a totally factory car. It's got your, like a little RS light comes on. Is that overboost or is that a shift light?
I think it's when you redline it. What mode did you have it in? Race mode?
Race mode,
Yeah,
with
cool.
launch control, hard suspension.
Cool, perfect.
But we got chopped
Yep,
again.
yep. So I'm going to bring out my wagon that chops this.
Yes.
Now, I wouldn't be mad if you thought this car looked like something you'd do your grocery shopping in, but looks can be deceiving. Introducing Supergramps. Subarus are renowned for their turbo engines and all-wheel drive systems that make them solid performers on the street and at the track. Supergramps has the exact same driveline that delivered an 11.9 second quarter mile in my old wagon, so we've got high hopes for a victory today. This car started out as a soccer mum's daily driver, and with the help of some good mates, we converted it from auto to 6-speed manual, stuck a Subaru Tribeca 3.6 litre 6-cylinder in it, stuck on a big turbo, an intercooler, a custom ECU setup, and fed it some ethanol fuel. It made 280 kilowatts on the dyno, and after testing it out on the track, sprayed on some fresh paint, making it one of our best all-round cars we've ever done.
Well, yeah, it sounds like a grandpa car just to start with, but then again, it's on ethanol. So these supercars, we run on E85, so you never know. This car could be a good challenge as well.
Watch yourself, mate. Grandpa's about to show you how to chop.
So let's get to it. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
We haven't won one yet. Just saying.
No, but I'm going to launch this hard, dude. All right, I'm staged up. I'm just gonna have to launch it so hard. I'm actually a bit nervous about this one. I just broke Supergramps. No, I actually broke it. Like I think I have no gears.
He's killed Supergramps. It's dead. He's dead. Supergramps is dead. Oh my God. Is this a Subaru gearbox thing? Is it broken?
Yeah.
Drive shaft?
I don't know. I think maybe gearbox, like input shaft, gearbox, something bad.
Okay.
Something bad.
Is it currently working?
But I knew I'd have, no, it doesn't move. I knew I'd have to launch it hard, and so I think I went too hard.
It bogged down.
Yeah, I felt
and
it.
then it kind of pulled back and then bogged a second
Yeah.
time, and you were still fully into it that second time.
Yeah. I broke my car.
Again.
Yeah. The engine's okay, that's what matters, because
Yeah.
the engine's a really expensive part. If it's a busted gearbox or a drive shaft or something, it's neither here nor there. It busted a drive shaft once before, remember?
Yeah.
It's just the torque, it's got plenty of torque. It does have open tips, so if you bust a couple of drive shafts, then you sort of lose your drive. Either way, it's bad. But that's what happens when you take a car like this to the drags and try and race a V8 supercar.
Well, to be honest, you know, it was bound to happen. So, yeah, I'm glad they got nothing else to throw at me because I'm getting a bit hot and sweaty out here, and it's pretty much lunchtime, and I'm pretty hungry.
And that's when we remembered we do have one more car, this old Toyota Cresta.
Our cars have been decimated. Like,
Yeah.
destroyed, broken drive shafts, like, smashed.
Quarter mile time's not that great.
No.
Be safe. Unless being safe means we're going to lose.
Okay, I got this.
And then don't be.
All right,
All right.
let's do it.
Good luck, man.
All right, let's do it, Cresta.
Shoptimus Prime, let's do this. Shot! And that is a win for Mighty Car Mods for once. Well done, man. Good job. 10 flat, he got 11 flat.
That's pretty good.
So that's a win for us.
I couldn't talk or breathe.
Really?
Like, it's so much faster than the last time I drove it. I was just like,
Sorry, he's just done the P-plate of flyby. I think he's just driven home.
oh, he's gone. Gone home.
No, he hasn't gone home, he's just getting rid of some tyres.
Thanks for the run.
Thanks, man.
Gave it my best go.
Man, thank you so much for coming down
Cheers.
today. That was a whole lot of fun. What I realised is that pretty much all of our cars are either slow or broken,
Yeah.
and yours is fast and not broken. So
And you have this car that just shouldn't look like it's a drag car, but then it's definitely a drag car.
Hey, it's the first time I've done this drag racing experience, but yeah, had a lot of fun. So yeah, I absolutely got hosed in the end by your quick thing at the end there, but you know, it was a lot of fun. So thanks very much for having us.
oh man, thanks for coming down.
Launching the new delivery of the car is awesome. So looking forward to a massive year, and you guys are going to have to come out and maybe take a couple more positions out on the track and supercars, because I think you guys have got what it takes.
Oh come on, oh man, you're very kind. Thank you very much.
Do you have corners in that racing?
We do. Oh, you're not good with corners?
No, not as good as you, bro. I can't do that.
I'm not good with corners very often either.
A massive thank you, of course, Super Sheep Auto for supplying the car. Thank you to Chaz for coming down. You can follow him at Chaz Mozzie on Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook, we're all on there, so yeah, get
Find
some
him all
likes.
over the socials, or you'll find him on Tinder, apparently. Thank you very much for watching. That's the Mighty Car Mods cars versus the supercar battle. See you next time. Do you want to go get some tofu, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Have you had tofu before?
No, this will be your first time as
Really?
well.
Can we get
Do you want
tofu?
fried or soft? Because there's two different kinds.
What do you prefer?
Fried.
Can we get tofu
well,
while we
okay.
fix my wagon?
No.
Chaz, do you know how to change a drive shaft?
I got really soft hands, man. I don't really.
All right.
I'm more of a delegator.